For more on how the big, beautiful bill will help border enforcement, let's bring in DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, Tricia McLaughlin. Tricia, welcome.
Mike, thanks for having me.
So the big, beautiful bill, now law, is nearly 900 pages. How does it impact what you do at Homeland Security in terms of protecting our border?
I know a lot of viewers probably heard Hakeem Jeffries, the minority leader, saying that if they pass the big, beautiful bill, it would allow us to unleash a deportation machine on steroids, and he's absolutely correct. We will do just that. Since President Trump took office in less than 6 months, we've arrested 2,700 members of Tren de Aragua within the interior of our country. And who is Tren de Aragua? They're a vicious gang out of Venezuela. They rape, they maim, they kill, and they were in the interior of our country thanks to Joe Biden's feckless policies. But further, we've arrested 570 known or suspected terrorists inside of our country. We will continue to go after the worst, Mike. But how do we do that even further and turbocharge our arrest numbers? Is we are doubling our detention bed space with this bill. We're getting even more officers, ICE officers on the street, up to 20,000 now, so 50% increase in our workforce. And we're also going to be getting our brave patrol, Border Patrol and ICE enforcement officers bonuses that they need to continue to do their job and work hard and make America's streets safe again.
From the Fox poll on illegal immigration, extremely or very concerned about the issue. 49% of Democrats, 84% of Republicans, 68% of independents. What does that say to you about the importance of your mission at Homeland Security?
Well, it's critical. We know that at least 20 million illegal aliens entered this country, hundreds of thousands of which are convicted criminals, rapists, murderers, gang members, terrorists, as we mentioned before. And that is the tip of the spear, Mike. We are laser focused on getting criminals out of this country. 70% of those who we've arrested under this administration have either been convicted of a crime or have pending criminal charges. So that is who we are utmost focused on.
While President Trump has been very, very tough on illegal immigration, he suggested perhaps a softening when it comes to hospitality and farm workers. Let's play it, and I'll get you to react.
We're working on legislation right now where farmers, look, they know better. They work with them for years. You had cases where, not here, but just even over the years, where people have worked for a farm on a farm for 14, 15 years, and they get thrown out pretty viciously. And we can't do it. We got to work with the farmers and people that have hotels and leisure properties, too.
Does that fine-tune the approach at DHS?
If the president has an announcement, I'm sure he will make it. We will continue to go after the worst of the worst in this country, of which tragically there are millions. And so we will continue to do that. But President Trump has been so fantastic in empowering our ICE enforcement officers to actually do their job. So whether it be a hotel or any worksite enforcement operation, if we know that there's a dangerous criminal there, we will go after them.
Tricia, we know from President Trump's social media posts that Secretary Kristi Noem is on her way to Texas to survey the flooding damage there. What is your message from Homeland Security to the great folks in Texas who are suffering during this difficult time?
What a tragic situation. As you mentioned, Secretary Kristi Noem is on her way right now to Central Texas to make sure that the federal government is giving the state and local officials there every piece of resources that they need to make sure we help these Americans in crisis. We're praying for them. We're working around the clock. Our U.S. Coast Guard officers, they were doing search and rescue efforts all of yesterday and throughout the night as well. We're sending our Border Patrol agents there as extra backup, but we continue to pray, and we won't stop until we get Americans out of crisis.
Are you confident that FEMA has the funding to do what it needs in places like Texas at this difficult time?
Absolutely, Mike.
Tricia McLaughlin from the Homeland Security Department, thank you so much for your time. Great to have you today.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.